If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free.
Looking for PTGO codes? Potown Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at Tablemon. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for the support on the channel. I've been not very consistent with the uploads, as I'm sure you have noticed. But the views have actually been higher in the last few videos, so that's definitely motivating. I really appreciate it. I think it's combined with the fact that tournaments are back, and I'm very grateful, so thank you. Jolteon VMAX has made an appearance in 2 top 8s now at regionals, despite that MANAPHY being released. People thought that this deck would be over, and then it doing well meant that people would be playing MANAPHY, but then they didn't, and then Urshifu winning meant that this deck had no chance, but then it still got top 4 at the latest Sao Paulo regional, so pretty cool to see. You know, I'm a big fan of Jolteon, even though I'm trying to stay away from 3-price decks for the foreseeable future. After my Mew experience at Salt Lake City, Jolteon has always been, like Jolteon the Pokemon has always been a sort of favorite of mine, and then now we have Jolteon the card being pretty cool and having a nice variety to the beatdown of VMAXs, where it was 2 energy, a lot of damage, and that's it. Jolteon VMAX does 100 damage to the active and 100 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon that has any damage counters on it, so obviously pretty cool combination of attacks. And the cost of lightning and colorless means you can play the elemental badge, reduce your attack by colorless, and therefore you can shell and make possible comebacks as well. You have Path to the Peak and Fan of Waves to ignite energy. You have the Inteleon line for consistency, which I really wonder what happened to that one guy that kept commenting on every video in the VMAX series that Inteleon sucked. When Inteleon has probably the most placings in top 8 as of late in any of the real life tournaments. But anyways, that's beside the point. Shout out to that guy who insisted they knew better. Nothing has really changed for this deck. The Sao Paulo, this is not Sao Paulo list, this is the top 8 list from Salt Lake City by Andre Chiasson. His list is a little more straightforward, and the Brazilian one had a copy of Judge, which I like in terms of you Judge plus Path to a Peak is a little stronger than Marnie plus Path to a Peak, because players playing Switching Cops or Rotom Phone or even Oranguru can protect themselves from Path to a Peak plus Marnie. And then I think that was the only big change, I would say. So let's jump into some games and play with Jolteon VMAX. Alright, and so touching up a little bit more on like the views and the growth that's been seen on my channel this last couple of weeks since regional started. I guess it's been a month now since regional started, almost. I really appreciate it. It's really motivating, and I think after having attended the Salt Lake City regional myself, I feel like I'm definitely in a much better like headspace myself in terms of, wow, I mulliganed 3 times. In terms of like being happy with the game, I would say. Ooh, wow, so my opponent immediately concedes. They probably were playing Malamar maybe or something. Anyways, on to the next game. Alright, so on to the next game. So I was saying, oh, this hand's not very good though, as opposed to my previous hand, which was actually fantastic. I need to top deck a Jolteon, a Quick Ball, in order to have the turn to Jolteon. But yeah, overall, oh wow, well, everything going against us in this game. I feel like I should just auto-concede, just like my opponent did in the previous game. But anyways, much better headspace than before, I would say. I think it's the energy, right? Or it could be the level ball. Depends on what I'm planning on doing. Which I think I should keep calling. If I'm gonna play the level ball, I think I'm just gonna keep calling. Oh, so never mind. I'm not gonna keep calling because of what I just did. Okay, I priced 2 Jolteons. Sure. Yeah, now if... I feel like I should boss, honestly. That way they can't retreat on Melanie. So I'm gonna play the boss now. And then just pass. But anyways, much better, like, in terms of my relationship with the game. I'm sure those of you who tune in very often could tell that I was not in the best place, right? I'm not sure if place is the right word to say, but just not in the best headspace overall, you know? But I feel like I think I'm definitely in a much better place now than I used to be. And I'm really really hyped on Pokemon, like absolutely hyped. And I really just want to do really well and get back to the top of my level, which I used to have. Of course, I start recording right as people are doing something in the building. Alright. So I could quick pull away the Sobble, grab a 6 again, and guarantee the damage on the Urshifu. I think I should do that. It's more valuable than having Sobble. I have other Sobbles, and the only way I'm winning this is if my opponent somehow whiffs the knockout next turn. If they're holding a Melanie, then they won't necessarily KO the Jolteon VMAX, which is also really good. Okay, so I do have the badge. I also have a speed energy. What I would love, however, is another Jolteon, right? Which is not in my current future. So I'll just go ahead and max on the Rumble and hope for the best. Which is, I mean, right now, but yeah, which is my opponent doesn't have Melanie. Which, based on this, yep, based on how they played, based on the fact that they didn't do anything, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, they immediately evolved. Oh my god. And they just have the Choice Belt raw in their hand, so they can KO me and get a prize from the prize cards. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and concede. Alright, on to the next game. Just like my opponent just like my first opponent immediately conceded, when you're up against fighting, there's just nothing really you can do with Jolteon, honestly. Alright. So... Right, we're up against Tyranitar, which I feel like should be an okay match. I think I do need to draw cards. I do have 4 stadiums, so I'm not super worried about not being able to hit the Tyranitar. Wish my opponent had attached the DCE. So I feel like boss is my best bet here to try and survive the turn. Because if I Marnie, my opponent could just have the Arceus, the DC, the Choice Belt, and the boss. It's 4 cards, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. Whereas this means, well, they need Switch, Arceus, DC. I guess it's the same thing. Huh. Maybe I should just Marnie then. Sure, I'll Marnie. Yeah, maybe retreating it's the safer play. I don't know. It's less cards. And I did mulligan a bunch, but end result is the same. End result is the same. My opponent is happy. I'm sending those emotes. Don't do that. And I choose the wrong Pokemon. My opponent says well played. So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. And I definitely, I completely forgot about the ability on this dude. And that's it, right? They need the Choice Belt and it's game. They need the Choice Belt and it's game. Why is he taking so long? Probably spamming more emotes. There it is, and there it is. Alright, so well, I didn't want to give him the satisfaction, so don't be that guy. Alright, let's see if we can actually play a game. Because we've played 3 games, 5 turns total. Alright. So this looks a little more promising for us. We'll see what we're up against. I keep on mulliganing though, despite having 10 basic Pokemon. I like mulliganing more than once. And we're up against Mew, alright. So, pretty scary for sure. We do have Path to a Peak, which is fantastic, and Marnie to start us off. Tianori Choreo and the Genesect. So the issue is avoiding the one-shots. That's gonna be rough. For sure. So he wrote on phone. So that could be the stadium, right? If we see that my opponent chooses not to draw cards with Genesect, then it might be the stadium. Which way I can't do anything about, and that's where perhaps a split of Judge and Marnie might be good for this deck. However, seeing that Power Tablet get burnt is really nice. So, for example, in this situation, there's no reason to burn the Power Tablet, you know? Like, what else could my opponent have possibly wanted to draw so badly that they went out of their way to burn a Power Tablet to draw an extra card? Like, my opponent, as I've mentioned every time that I play Mew, I feel opponents are more focused on... They think the goal of the deck is to draw as many cards off of Genesect, and that is how they will beat whoever they're playing against. Rather than having a strategy and having a plan to win, they just go full on, draw as many cards, don't care about resources, and that's it, right? So, I don't know, it's definitely the wrong way to approach the matchup. Alright, so do I give up on a Sobble right here? I feel like if I'm gonna give up on something, it's better to give up on a Jolteon. It is an extra price card, but no, I think it should be the Sobble. Yeah. But yeah, burning that Power Tablet when they could be useful to knock out Jolteon VMAX is like, it doesn't make sense. It generally does not make sense. Alright, are we about to see a Punkable here? No, just a Psychic, alright. Are we going to see a Psychic attached plus a Power Tablet knockout on Sobble? No, we're not doing that either. So it's just thinning, that means the Path to Peak will be sticking, I would imagine. Because based on how my opponent's been playing, there's no reason to thin, right? And they just pass, fantastic, alright. So that's really good. So let's go ahead and take advantage of that. Let's go ahead and get the scoop up net, as I do need to retreat, and I'm gonna lose a Path to a Peak, but I'm completely okay with that situation. And then we get a research, we get double Jolteon, and all we need is an energy. And we need an energy, and we need a level ball or a quick ball in order to get the Zigzagoon out, so that we can start applying pressure. And I'll probably just take down the Oricorio at this point. That increases my overall damage output throughout the course of the rest of the game. Gets me a prize card, so I only need to deal with one Mew VMAX, so it's great all around, and I am able to find both cards off of the research, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and quick pull away a Jolteon, grab this Siggy, and we're in a really good situation. I could also attack the Mew, but I know my opponent's holding a Psychic, so they could just Psychic Leap. So I think I'm just better off knocking out the Oricorio right here. I'm happy with that. That means this Mew can be KO'd. And then all we need to do is deal with a Mew VMAX or KO double Genesect. So Path, right? Path, just doing Path things and being a good card overall. That's really inefficient, but it is the only way to save that Mew, which I'm okay with. They all that does is it doesn't change in how many turns I'm going to win, probably, but it does change their chances of drawing out of this into a much lower chance as well. So let's go ahead and ooh, my quick shooting is actually priced. So I can grab you, but I'm not gonna use it. I know my opponent doesn't play Marnie, or most of the time they don't play Marnie rather. So no draw for me this turn, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Should be good. Another Psychic Leap into a field of triple Genesect. Ooh. Well, never mind. They finally top decked the Tower of Darkness. They also get the Mew VMAX. So now they need double Power Tablet or Choice Belt plus Power Tablet in order to take a knockout. They choose to grab Mew to draw extra cards rather than guarantee the Mew VMAX, which I understand, but it's also very not ideal, I think. I don't know. Doesn't feel like that's the best choice, given how far behind my opponent is falling. If they get the KO here, though, then they might be okay. Like, we're definitely not out of the woods yet by any means. They have used one Genesect. Oh no, they've used two. Alright, so I have one Genesect left and possibly only 3 cards to get exactly Mew VMAX and 2 damage modifiers. So if they don't get it, there's one. They could end up using Psychic Leap on the Mew next turn, but that's okay, I guess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna search for Path plus Badge into Marnie. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna do. And then if I get an energy, that would be fantastic. I get 2 damage. I could also search for the Fan of Waves. But then if they just reattach, then that's not really optimized. They might think they're protected. But they choose to boss onto the Drizzle. Alright. I'm okay with that. They still need to go through 2 Jolteons. It does mean I don't have the Intillion search, but that's alright. So I'm gonna search for the badge off of this Drizzle, and then I'm gonna Marnie Path again. And hoping for an energy once again. I guess the only bad part is that now my Intil is at the bottom of the deck. That's the one sad thing about this situation. I can shuffle the deck before I draw, but the Intillion's not really a priority either. I do get an energy. I won't be able to Cheryl next turn though. But I should still make it as difficult as possible for my opponent to take a knockout, right? So I think that's what I should do. And I'll do this, and then we'll go ahead and max and rumble, and we also get 2 prize cards this turn as well. And if my opponent doesn't Psychic Leap, then all I need to do... Wow, I had priced both of these. All I need to do is now find a Drizzle or the Shady Dealing Intillion or a Level Ball or an Incense to find my Fan of Waves to win the game. So, and if they Psychic Leap, then they're not getting any closer to winning. So it's a win. It's a win-win for me no matter what happens. The game's pretty much under control at this point in time. So they do have the counter stadium. I generally hope my opponent goes crazy and knocks out my Jolteon. That's the best thing that would happen to me. Because I don't even need boss to chase down this Mew, right? So no matter what, I think we are pretty safe. Yeah, pretty safe. Alright. So they do flip heads on the Chromatic. I don't know what they're going to search for. There's no combination that allows them to knock out a Jolteon. If they go boss and knock out a Sobble or the 6-0 off of with Psychic Leap, then that just delays the inevitable, right? If they do that, then I'm just gonna go, which seems like that's what they're gonna do. Might just go boss on the Genesect and double. Yeah, but they go after the Drizzle. Interesting choice. So really trying to deny the bonus damage counters. So now I need Fan of Waves plus Scoop Up Net in order to KO this Mew. Which is still very possible. What? They chose to evolve the no energy attached Mew? Like, obviously the past put in work, but it's really odd. Are they really gonna Psychic Leap without KOing? Is that actually what's about to happen? Why are you mad, dude? You chose the Pokemon. You could have chosen a Sobble or the 6-0. Why are you mad? You're mad that you misplayed? You're mad that, like, I don't know. Psychic Leap, shuffling back the Mew, but not KOing the Drizzle. Okay. Interesting choices. And so now who do you promote? Best case scenario with Genesect. But no, they correctly promote the Mew. Okay. I do have 2 Boss's Orders left. Right? So I'm fairly certain. So all I need, oh no, the boss is prized. Jeez. The second boss's orders is prized. Yep. Okay. So I guess I'll do this and I'll Marnie then. Yeah, the boss play is no longer valid. I mean, I can't find my last path to a peak. That is their second stadium. I think I should just do that. And there it is. Alright. No Cheryl play for me though. At least not this upcoming turn. And then I'm just gonna go after a Genesect for sure. I could play Fan of Waves. My opponent has not played a single LSS Sparkle, nor have we seen a Meloetta. I don't want to top deck Drizzle. I want to top deck Energy. That'd be pretty fantastic actually. Alright. So my opponent's really dragging this game along. it is what it is. And there's the Alessa. There's merit to putting an Alessa onto that Genesect, so I can't snipe it with quick shooting. Oh my gosh, the volume of the game was probably so loud, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oof, I just realized. It was probably so loud. Oof, I am so sorry. I just now realized. Oops. I hope it wasn't, but it might have been. Oh, I'm gonna have to check the recording after. Oops. Okay, so Fan of Waves doesn't let me KO Mew VMAX anymore. Escape Rope, 2 cards. I mean, I can afford to let a Pokemon go, right? I'm just gonna assume they don't have the knockouts. They don't have a stadium. Alright. We also know they are locked on path to the peak. So what I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. If I put one here, I don't have a scoop up net left right now. It's just I'm trying to win as quickly as I can, but I don't see how I can win any quicker than this. So I go, okay, maybe that's how. I go double, and then I just max Thunder and KO the Genesect, and then they won't KO me back. I get 2 prizes. There's the boss, right? So now all I need to do is double quick shooting boss, KO this Mew. And if not, then we'll have to figure out something else. Oof. Okay, well, that's still okay. That's still okay because I have the Fan of Waves. So now I just win. Or are they going to Psychic Leap and send the Mew back? I mean, if they do that, then that's also okay. Then I just attack this dude. Whilst then I would just Fan of Waves on this and boss probably on this. Maybe not the boss, but I just attack this and then like double ping it, attack it, and then that's game. Because they can't shuffle this. So it's been delaying the inevitable for my opponent. Pass to a peak just wrecked him too badly. 50 damage, and then that's the game. GG, Purse Lane. Surprised. Well played. Boom. So 20-minute game. I like Jolteon because you get to play around with stuff, right? Pretty interesting. I had 2 Intellions and the 6-second priced as well. Pretty cool deck. I wish Jolteon was a 2-pricer. I wish we got a V-Star that did something similar to Jolteon. That would be fantastic. That would be the dream, right? A solid spread deck that is worth 2 prizes rather than 3. But anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. Sorry for the high music. If you if that bothered you. I hope it wasn't too bad. But yeah, thanks so much, and until next time. Bye-bye.